Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel as we are here on the Notorious Can Go channel to talk about Masvidal versus Nate Diaz, part two in a boxing exhibition match exclusive on pay-per-view. Um, again, Jorge Masvidal is retired from combat sports, but it's looking like he's making his comeback in boxing and his first official boxing match ever against someone who just did boxing with Jake Paul, even though I heard the match was awful. It was unwatchable, which is why Nate Diaz should not do boxing anymore, even though he's technically a boxer or trained as a boxer first before he became, came into MMA, but unfortunately, that is what it is. Um, yeah, we're going to talk about that. We are also going to be talking about WWE pay-per-view weekend with Money in the Bank and Heat Wave also, and also UFC 304, I believe it is. Yep, 304. Where that card is Leon Edwards taking on a rising contender in whatchamacallit, Balal, if I said it right, Balal Muhammad. Oh, my freaking just had it. Always has up there, yeah. Um, yes, we have that. We also have Tom Aston Paul, who I believe is contending, or this I think this is for the vacant world title, if I'm not yet mistaken, or defense. I don't know. It's either one of those. But anyway, he's fighting Curtis Blades, another rising contender, in a while. It's been a minute since we've seen him, but I definitely think he had a um victory the last time we saw him. Also, we have Bobby Green taking on Paddy Pimblett, which, these guys do not respect each other, but they're going to fight it out square one to see who is right and who is wrong. And some of the rest are the underrated cards, underrated talent or whatever on the UFC 304 card, and Money in the Bank and Heat Wave is this weekend. Unfortunately, the reason why we are not doing this in WWE is sadly there is WWE 2K24 is going through some difficult times at this moment. I believe, where did this say that? Hold on. Uh, Location. Uh, oh, Manchester, England. Funny thing. The O2 Arena, is that in England? I thought it was. Let me see. No, that's not in Credential. No, it's a machine. Honda. No. Central Bell. I think it's the O2 Arena. All right. If I'm wrong. Sorry. Um, let's see. Custom, legendary. Anyway, um, so first we're gonna go with Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Again, I just don't think these guys are really should be doing boxing. We'll see if it's an enjoyable fight, but honestly, bro, like, the past times UFC fighters have gone straight into boxing has not been going well. Since Jorge Masvidal has retired, he has been making his own promotion. I believe it's called after his nickname, Gamebred Promotions or something like that. Um, he's making a little solid, money here and there, but he hasn't really done nothing else since then. Since last fight, which was against Gilbert Burns. The question is, will he be returning to MMA? I think he still has, he's still young, like mid 30s or whatever. But it took him a very long time to become popular in MMA due to the beautiful knee strike. But yeah, but yeah, other than that, he's just been quiet. Nothing else to say really. But the first one we're gonna do first is we're gonna do Bobby Green, which I believe this is a lightweight. Yep. Okay, Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. I said it right. Pimblett. Pimblett. Yep, I said it right. Um, okay, down. Sorry. Down. Where's Bobby? Oh wait, is that him? This is Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. Pimblett. Oh, there he is. Anyway, again, Masvidal versus I believe this is a 12-round fight, which, since we aren't in the boxing game yet, and Undisputed comes out later in the year, at the end of the year, We will be doing this in UFC. This will probably be 5 rounds, just because. But it should be a pretty interesting fight. I don't think I would probably watch it, but hey, if there's a knockout or whatever, then I'll probably look at it just to see it for myself. Well, who I think wins, honestly, I don't care. I would say definitely Jorge might need it more than Nate, but again, Nate had a very bad boxing match with Jake Paul, so you can honestly give it to both of them. To me, it don't matter. I don't care who wins this fight. The only way I'm interested in this fight is if it's actually, I've heard it's a good fight, a great fight, or at least a decent fight, or if it's a knockout or TKO or whatever. That's all I care about. What should we talk about? We're gonna talk about WWE Money in the Bank. Now, this. This is 3 rounds. Yes, okay. So regarding WWE, we have the 2 Money in the Bank matches between the men and the women, and some of the other matches before the Money in the Bank ladder matches. I definitely do think the women will start. So let's go to the women real quick. Let me just grab the card real quick. Now, as for I think might win this, Patty has been on a little roll lately, but Bobby Green has definitely shown himself for sure as a rising star in UFC, and both of these guys have. But if I have to choose, I'm gonna go Patty. I'm gonna go with the Young Buck. I'm gonna go Patty in this one. Anyway, so for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, we're gonna start with that first. Again, this is gonna be 3 rounds, I'm guessing. So it makes total sense. Anyway, for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Tiffany Stratton, Zoe Stark, Natalia, Io Sky, Nyla Valkyria, and Chelsea Green. Again, all 6 women are looking to rise up to the occasion, show that this is their year in WWE. Yeah, for sure, and we'll see who comes out on top. But my picks for this match: number 1, you gotta go with Tiffany. You gotta love her, commitment to this. You gotta love her attitude towards this, and everyone sees that as a future star, including me. At first, but it's been rare that the Barbie, or that Barbie, annoying / Barbie look-alike type of character has been done really well since probably the Diva era. But I will say that Tiffany has done a great job with the character. She's so over. Everyone loves her. Even in the foreign countries, like in France or whatever, they cheer for her heavy at the elimination game. She made one hell of a impression, and she made a one hell of a impression in her first ever women's world title match with Bayley, and I believe it was Naomi. So yeah, she's definitely shown she has a possibility to be the winner and the Money in the Bank holder and the champion in the future. So you know what? I'm picking Tiffany. For number 2, I'm gonna go with Naomi. I just think that she's definitely old. Like Naomi's been a veteran for a very long time. She's been through a lot, from her departure with WWE due to the Vince McMahon situation, where they tried to believe in the women's tag team division, but it just didn't work. For a while, she went to TNA to rebuild herself, and she did an absolute good job, but it did not last long. It only lasted a few months, and when Triple H took over, TNA decided to come back to WWE, forgive them, and they're looking to start fresh.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. 45 seconds.
Anyway, so I definitely think she's definitely owed a future women's world title in the future. Hopefully she does, and I think she'll be my second to win this women's Money in the Bank match. And the last but not least, on pick number 3, I'm gonna go Io Sky, because Io Sky has just been on a raging mode since she left. Since she's been to Raw. Ever since she's lost to Bayley, she's been out of control. She's been having this out of control attitude of rage and everything, and just full of chaos and everything. She's been a little bit feuding with Lyra Valkyria lately, but yeah, other than that, yeah, she's just been out of control. But at the same time, there has been a look with them Dakota Kai lately. So the question is, will they betray Dakota Kai soon? Question mark, question mark. We'll find that out sooner or later. Will they fully become no longer Damage Control, but in my opinion, the Kabuki Triad? Find that out sooner or later as round 2 begins of this match. Anyway, so yeah, I think those are my top 3 picks to win the Money in the Bank, to win the Women's Money in the Bank contract. So again, it's going to be Tiffany, Naomi, and Io Sky. Not to say that all the rest of the 3 won't rising for sure, but regarding Zoe Starks, I just think that she has talent, but she needs a gimmick. She needs just something to, you know, give her career just an extra little boost. Because right now, like, her promo skills are just terrible. She's not really good of a talker, and nobody knows what she is. She's just a talented woman with nothing else. Not to be mean, but honestly, that's what it is. Unless if she improves, then that's what she's all gonna be. Let's take that. For like Valkyria, I think that she's gonna have a pretty good performance. But I definitely do think that they're not gonna make her win the Women's Money in the Bank title match. Women in the Bank ladder match right away. She's still young, you know, in WWE still, and yeah, I think she's gonna continue to keep grinding for a spot in the women's division, in the main roster women's division. But Chelsea Green, I think she's the odd woman out in this match. I think that she's considered the underdog in this, and you know, not just to be mean, but I do think that you know, but she got a big pop at MSG though for her win to be in the Money in the Bank contract, which you know, definitely do a good job for her though, because you know, me and my friend Brian, you know, we know her potential. You know, we know what she can do in the ring, but you know, WWE hasn't really seen that lately. She's just been mostly in the tag team division with Piper Niven, and an annoying, you know, character backstage with, you know, management and everything. But you know, this could be a chance to prove herself. She can definitely show that she, you know, is a player in the women's division, and she is not a person to, you know, underestimate. Which I definitely do think that that management so far has done. But who knows? This could be justice for her. Yeah, other than that, I think those 3 women, Tiffany, Naomi, and Io Sky, will be one of the winners of this Money in the Bank ladder match. It will be very interesting to see Io Sky become the first 2-time woman Money in the Bank champion. Because I definitely do think that there's still care for Io Sky, in my opinion, still. But yeah, it's just crazy. Anyway, another match. Let me see.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last
We got the
man
men's.
standing.
2 of the men's.
Oh, that one landed. Yep.
And we got the 6th man. I believe that's. Wait, hold on. Let me look at
We'll see if he tries to change levels here. Trips his opponent with the ankle pick.
An ankle pick takedown. We're so used to seeing singles, doubles.
Oh, yes. Yes. And for a shocking announcement, Trish Stratus is reportedly returning to WWE at Money in the Bank, or could be the host of Money in the Bank. Pretty shocking, for sure. Anyway, we are going to do this match first. The Bloodline. The Bloodline, the new Bloodline, or as I call them, some people call them, or I call them 2 names. The Bloodline Savages, or the MRT, the My Family Tree, Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline. Again, a few weeks ago on SmackDown, the Bloodline attacked Paul Heyman, the former wise man of Solos of the former Bloodline. But yeah, tragedy struck with him. He's had a very incredible performance as the wise man. Has been since the very beginning of this Bloodline storyline. Again, Paul Heyman will be recognized as one of the greatest managers of all time. I put him up there. I put him very up there. But I've watched him since, honestly, he's been with Lesnar. Since the beginning of Brock Lesnar. The next big thing. He's been one hell of a manager to, you know, be in WWE. I'm so glad, you know, that. Oh, what a combo. I just hope that WWE, you know, respects him. I mean, that, you know, continue to, you know, appreciate him while he's alive. And they're sure doing one hell of a job with that. So I definitely hope he's definitely gonna be returning for sure when Roman is coming back to the scene. He's gonna definitely come back when Roman decides to come back. But the question is, when does Roman come back? A lot of people say it could be Money in the Bank, but I definitely do think they're gonna try to save it for SummerSlam. And I definitely think it makes the most sense. The question is, what will happen at SummerSlam? Again, we're still building off of that, but also, again, Bloodline versus the Bloodline team. I think Jacob Fatu, again, the newest member of the Bloodline. Man, I have seen since the very beginning of his career in leagues like MLW, GCW, but mostly MLW. He is a star in the making. He's got the promo skills. He's got the talent. He's got the agility. The man has it all to become a future champion in WWE and a big game changer. In the words of Triple H, he is potentially going to be a game changer. 100% on that. But yeah, I don't think he'll be fighting this Sunday, but I do think he's going to be at ringside for this match. Again, it's going to be God and Soul Sikoa representing the Bloodline, as it'll be the Dream Team of RKOO and Cody Rhodes. Again, the champion that all three of these men will always have beef with the Bloodline, especially Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, for sure. Honestly, all three of them, this is a Bloodline feud that'll be for life. No matter the years or whatever, how long as these guys are going to be alive, these guys are always going to have a story for us every time they be in the square circle. However, I do think that in this time, the MRT's on a roll. Solo and the God and Jacob Fatu are just on another level at the moment, and I don't think that Cody and RKOO are going to be enough. Yeah. Well, I guess they reach the full 3 rounds. I definitely do think this, from what the predictions are looking like, is looking like Bobby Green has won this by decision. But we'll see what happens on UFC 304. Yeah, what a combo he's had. But yeah, I do definitely think that the MRT will be winning. The match. And I definitely do think, I won't be surprised if Cody gets pinned, but I do think that they want to have Kevin Owens get pinned. So I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say that MRT wins the match. Number 2, Damian Priest. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. Now, let me say that again. Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight title, as it'll be, there is some, like a little bet, a little stipulation if certain people win or lose. Let me read to you the first options. The number 1. If Damian Priest wins and retains his World Heavyweight title, Seth Rollins can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight title as long as Damian Priest wins. As long as Damian Priest is still world champion. Big stipulation. But listen to Seth Rollins' stipulation. If Damian Priest loses the World Heavyweight title, he will be forced to leave the Judgment Day. Which for a while they have been teasing that Damian Priest wants to leave Judgment Day. He's even said himself that Judgment Day needs me. I don't need Judgment Day. That's what his attitude has been saying lately. But again, there's been some stuff going inside the inner circle of Judgment Day where one, Dominic is still flirting with Liv, or Liv is still flirting with Dominic and he's falling for it. And Finn Balor too, technically, as well. Actually, okay. All right, let me check the real quick. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. So again, both Dominic and Liv have been flirting with each other still, while Finn Balor is questioning Damian Priest's role in Judgment Day, meaning that does he believe that Damian Priest wants to be in Judgment Day? I don't think he does. He's happy for him, but also at the same time, like Seth Rollins also said, you might be happy for him, but inside, you're just because he did something you've never done, win the world title. And that is something Finn Balor hasn't won a world title in a very long time since, honestly, he joined the main roster. Ever since he's joined the main roster, he's never won the world title. The last time he's won, that he's been in world title matches again, the trilogy with Seth Rollins in Money in the Bank and at SummerSlam, and also him with Roman Reigns and with Brock Lesnar. All the times he has fallen short to these men. And I think, in general, it's eating him up inside. Well, he's satisfied with the tag team titles, again, winning them for, I believe, the third time in his career in WWE. He's always wanted the world title. Everyone knows this. Tom has some other plates, okay. Where are you, Tom Aston? I think it's for the world. Yeah, no, I think this is for the world title. Again, Tom Aston Paul versus Curtis Blades. 5 rounds. But I do think that both Seth Rollins and Damian have big stipulations leading into Money in the Bank. The question is, who is going to prevail? As sad as for me to say this, Damian Priest has had a pretty good reign as champion. But I do think, however, just by the way that the story is going with Finn Balor, Seth Rollins' path is certainly unclear, but might be going in an interesting direction. I think I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. He'll be a 2-time, or not a 2-time world champion. He will be officially, I believe this will be his 4th world title in his career. He'll be a 4-time world champion if he does defeat me. So I definitely do think that the plan is for Seth Rollins to fight Gunther at SummerSlam. Again, that's going to be a big match, while Damian and Finn will hash out their issues in a grudge match. Now, I have the possibility that when Seth Rollins wins, we are finally going to get the turn of Finn Balor beating on Damian Priest, since technically he is no longer a part of the Judgment Day. We are definitely going to be getting that, and I believe that Finn Balor, as I always thought, Finn Balor will become the new leader of Judgment Day. And he will actually, funny thing, allow Liv to be a part of Judgment Day. But the question is, what will Rhea say? And we definitely know Rhea and Liv's story is not done yet. But also, they are teasing also that Rhea Ripley might be close to recovery going into SummerSlam. Again, they said that she was going to be gone for 3 months, and it's been 3 months. It's looking like that it will be Liv and Rhea sooner than we think. Not at SummerSlam, but I definitely do think by the end of the year we are definitely getting Liv and Rhea, which Liv has been having a pretty funny but a good reign. And again, she did get her, technically, I believe this is her first defense against Zelina Vega last Monday night on Raw.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
I'm sorry, so, I just have a feeling that Seth Rollins might be winning this match, and he will become once again a world champion, a 4-time world champion. But I'm interested to see what will be the take on when he fights Gunther. Again, this is only ifs and promises. but we'll see what happens. Also, again, Trish Stratus might be also hosting Money in the Bank. Yep, it's confirmed. Trish Stratus will be the official host of Money in the Bank since it is coming to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm interested to see what she would do because, she still looks good to wrestle and everything. But will she be feuding with Zoe Stark? Because that was the last thing that we saw. Zoe Stark betrayed Trish Stratus, and, she left and did her own thing, and now she's with Shane. So I do think that will she be getting payback, or will she be doing something else, or just officially just host the show and that's about it? We'll see sooner or later. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be really. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be very interesting with her as host. And finally, I think this is the last match. The men's Money in the Bank contract. Again, big matches. Again, big matches, big stipulations. All 6 men are looking to prove themselves as one of these next big stars of WWE. First one, we got Chad Gable, LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Jey Uso, and Drew McIntyre. We're gonna go on the right side first, which I believe is showing on the screen on my phone here. Carmelo Hayes, a rising star in NXT, and has potential to be the next rising star in WWE as well. Future champion, hell of a performer, hell of a heel as well. Showing that he belongs on the main roster. I do think he's gonna have one hell of a performance. One hell of a performance, for sure, 100%. However, and he's looking to see if he can get another shot at Cody Rhodes, or maybe Seth. Who knows? Again, if it does happen, there'll definitely be dream matches for the future. Now we're gonna go with Andrade. Again, another proving superstar who wants to prove why he deserves to be in the world title scene or any title scene in general. Andrade, again, was formerly in AEW for a while. He's had a solid run, but it wasn't what we wanted from Andrade. And he had potential with the Los Ingobernables group, but they just did not give him enough. They honestly, in my opinion, they wasted Andrade's potential, even possibly worse. But Triple H, this is Triple H's second chance to do Andrade, the either little character right, and we'll see if he gets, on his redemption tour sooner enough. So, yeah. Oh, big strike.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Drew McIntyre, we all know, has a big history with, everybody and almost everybody in this match, mostly LA Knight, Jey Uso. Man, he's been on a tear with CM Punk lately. He's planning on winning this Money in the Bank match, but there is a slight chance that CM Punk might cost him another opportunity, and it might finally break him. Again, he said he did destroy CM Punk now a long time ago, but I definitely do think it's a break leading up to SummerSlam. And yeah, it's going to be really huge. But it will be really interesting if he does win. If he does win and they do the same thing with him, and the same thing with him that CM Punk would cost him Money in the Bank again. But I don't think, and this is probably the only time I'll say before I go into my predictions, I don't think they're going to make him win this. And if he did win this, it will not make sense for him to once again lose the Money in the Bank contract to CM Punk. It'll be the likely choice that would happen. But I do think that they don't want to make the same mistake they did in the past, where they ruined Money in the Bank contracts. The Money in the Bank contracts they did in the past. Again, people, for example, like Otis, like Austin Theory, probably one of the worst super contract winners. Sadly, that's the case. Even though Austin Theory had potential, but Austin Theory had potential, but again, Vince McMahon, this was during a bad time when Vince McMahon was in charge, and they wasted him. So, big strike. But yeah, they wasted him. So, yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen again with Drew McIntyre or anybody else for the matter of fact. Strike. Jey Uso, again, doing his own version of the redemption tour after, feuding with his cousin Roman Reigns, leaving the bloodline in general, leaving his brother Jimmy, who's currently at the moment injured or hurt or out of TV due to the new bloodline of Solo Sikoa. Again, he's had already a few world title matches already under his belt, experience as well, being in the title matches, but he's never had no world title, has never won no world title, nor IC or mid-card title. Do I think he has potential? Absolutely. And this can definitely is honestly the perfect time to do it, especially also who has also been given Bray Wyatt Fireflies. Again, this is a gift due to, the fans of France as well. And you can also say it was a gift that Bray Wyatt passed the torch of the Fireflies to Jey. Well, we'll see if he actually does win a big match in his career. This is definitely one of the biggest matches in every person's career, except every person in this match. Again, we don't have no recent winners. Old winners of the Money in the Bank. So again, this is up for a first time, and for the women as well, just quickly. And I think this will also be a first time one. Oh no, actually no. Io Sky is the only one to have won the women's Money in the Bank contract. She was last year's winner, and she has the possibility of also becoming this year's winner as well. Anyway, going into the men's, back to the men's, LA Knight. Man, he's been on a tear. He's been feuding with Logan Paul in a very good, segments here and there. He went to his house, funny thing. Then he's been trying to get Logan Paul's attention, and he seems to have gotten it. And also, funny thing, they had a really great segment in MSG with us, with the Knicks' Jalen and Victor, I think. If I said it right. If that is his name, my bad if it isn't. Again, Knicks and the Pacers is looking like that's going to be the newest feud heading into basketball, since they eliminated us from the playoffs and everything, or semis, I believe it was. Again, eliminated us from the semis. Again, I'm not a fan of both teams, but I have got to respect what Pacers have been doing, and the Knicks as well. But anyway, they had a very good segment, and it's looking like that they want to do this. I thought this was going to be booked for Money in the Bank, but no. LA had pinned, I believe it was Santos Escobar and Logan Paul to win his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and probably one of the best SmackDown triple threat matches in a very long time between all three men. He's definitely shown that he has potential to be the world champion, to be any champion. Again, everyone just wants to see LA Knight champion sooner or later, and I definitely hope that they do that with him sooner as well. So, it's definitely going to be interesting if he wins it, as well as maybe getting also a future U.S. title shot, which is looking like the plan is for him to maybe go after Logan Paul at SummerSlam in Logan Paul's hometown. Funny thing. Again, saving the best for last, Chad Gable, a man who has been a new man. Kurt Gable has been on just a savage tear with the Alpha Academy and Sami Zayn, since finishing up his feud, I think, with Sami Zayn. He did not win the Intercontinental title, but he's had one hell of a performance with Kurt Gable. But also he's had some quite few scares, as the Wyatt family has been supposedly attacking people who have harmed their families, who have disrespected their families, or the people that have helped them on the way to becoming the men that they are. They've been supposedly interrupting him in his segments lately, but they haven't attacked him yet. Now the question is, could they be attacking him, or are they just sending warning shots? Again, they've had two mysterious boxes sent to Michael Cole, who don't know what it is. But again, they've just been sending him boxes. This is the second box. I'm interested to see how many more boxes are they going to send before revealing what their true plans are for Chad Gable or just in general. But again, you know, Chad Gable has been on a rough spot, and it'll be definitely huge if he does. Oh, very nice, man. This match has been really exciting. This fight has been really exciting between these two. Battling warfare. Anyway, it'll be really exciting to see what these two, if Chad Gable does become Mr. Money in the Bank after a hellish, amazing run he's had so far. And definitely hoping that he will become champion sooner or later. Anyway, my predictions for this Money in the Bank match will be number 1, Jey Uso. Again, Jey Uso is still hot right now, and I definitely think you can see him. Again, he put the thing out already. Yeet in the Bank. And I definitely think he will be Mr. Yeet in the Bank. And definitely want to be the ones to, headline a show and cash it in. Depending on, but the question is, who will he be cashing it in on? Will it be on Cody? Or will it be on Seth Rollins? Again, he has not fought Cody, but he has teamed up with Cody again, former tag team partners, former tag team champions as well, for a little while. That was a little fun run, but a very interesting run. So this fight has been also very interesting as well. Again, this might be for the vacant War Heavyweight title in UFC, but I definitely do think sooner or later, because I believe it was announced that John Jones will be making a return for the end of the year in November. I'm guessing the winner of this will fight John Jones at the end of the year. Very shocking, very exciting news. I'm glad he's back. Again, we're going to see the best pound-for-pound fighter in UFC. Again, there's been some debate on who is the pound-for-pound UFC fighter in MMA. But I'm going to talk about that, a little bit later. Anyway, so I definitely do think that we are going to see Meat in the Bank eventually. Number 2. This is number 2, just in case any backups. I think Carmelo Hayes I think has potential to be a great Money in the Bank holder as well. He'll be him in the bank. Again, everyone just sees so much potential in Carmelo Hayes as he is a rising star in WWE. We'll see. This will definitely be a big showcase for him for sure. Number 3, I'm gonna go with LA Knight. This again, another person who has had a lot of hype since returning back to his old ways. It's the LA Knight days. Again, people believe in LA Knight still. People believe in Carmelo Hayes, and people believe in Jey Uso still. And I think this is just the beginning. Honestly, people believe everyone in this match, but there is going to be a few. Again, I've already said my reason for why I believe Drew will not be winning Money in the Bank. But let me go to the rest. I do think that they have some big... From what it seems, it looks like they're going to have some big plans for Chad. But the question is what? We don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, the question is we don't know what's going to be the plans for Chad at the moment. But it's looking pretty interesting to see what they have planned for him with the Wyatt 6. So I'll be open to that, see what it goes from there. Andrade. Again, I think the underdog in this match. The man who hasn't pretty much received as much credit as he should have for his athletic gifts and abilities. It will definitely be a big statement and a big one for him in his career if he comes back after months of being a year or two of being underutilized by old talent, by old management in WWE and by AEW management who just never saw his potential. It'll definitely be huge if he wins this Money in the Bank contract. Again, my picks for Money in the Bank: Jey Uso for the men's Money in the Bank. Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. Yeah. Again, for the woman, one last time, it'll be Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Io Sky. Now for Heatwave. Again, also due to WWE2K24's bad reception lately, until the new update comes out, which again it comes out at middle of this month. We're stuck with doing it on here, sadly, and hopefully this will be the last time we're doing it here. But we'll see what happens honestly with 2K these days. WWE
But the opponent
Again, we have
turns
a
to the
big,
opposite side. He can take those backdoors,
show
then try to
for
choke, or
Toronto
flatten
again
them out and just go for the finish.
with
All right, back to the stage now, and he
NXT
is no
Heatwave.
longer the handsome
We're
man
gonna
who
start
once knew.
with
That gash
the
is
tag
quite
team match.
serious.
We
All right, back to the stools we go,
Jesus.
and that is a
We
really
are gonna
severe
start
cut,
with
so we
Chase
will monitor
University
him between rounds
versus
as they
Nathan
furiously
Frazier
get the
and
cut planted
Axiom.
here.
What I've
All
been
right, let's now
hearing,
get
the
you some
champions
replays
have
of
been
all the
having a lot
damage
of back
done
and
in that
forth
previous
lately
round,
since
including the
Nathan
strike that
wants to
opened up the
pursue
count.
Yeah,
single
some nasty
career,
strikes
while
landed
also
over the
while
course of that
Axiom was
round, and
trying
he
to focus on
opened
the
up a
group, but
nasty
it's
cut.
looking like we
He has
probably might
got
get
to
a heel
find a
turn
way
sooner or
to
later by
change some
Axiom,
things defensively,
from what
or
it's
that
looking
cut
like,
is
from
just
what
going to get
I've been
worse
told
and
about it.
worse. And the
But
worse it
with
gets,
that being
the
said,
more he runs the
who
risk of
do
this
I
fight
think
getting
that they
stopped.
go for now, or do I think they go
Oh,
for
good
later?
work with the jab.
Honestly, I know this fight, you might find this a little shocking, but I think I'm gonna go with Chase U. I believe this will be their second time winning the tag team titles. I think, if not, if it's their first, great for them. But honestly, I just think it might be possible. Again, they have so much potential. They're quite popular with the NXT crowd, especially with Thea Hale. Incredible talent for a woman as well. Actually, the youngest member in the NXT and in probably WWE as well. He's, man, Tom Astapo's bleeding like a hog at this point. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna go Chase U with the win, and we will see new NXT tag team champions.
He's doing a really good
God,
job
the
putting himself
blood,
in position.
Jesus, the blood in it. Oh, yep, and the new champion is here. Will Curtis Blades become the new World Heavyweight Champion and challenge John Jones? Or will Tom Aspinall show why he's the best heavyweight in the world and beat and fight John Jones? We'll see. Again, this ended in the fifth round. Honestly, it felt like a pretty dominated performance by Curtis Blades in this review. A very dominated performance. But we'll see. Who knows? Anything can change. Yeah. Number 2. Regarding NXT Heatwave. Okay, I got the
Ladies
card.
and gentlemen,
Let me check it
referee
real
Herb
quick.
Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 34 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and the new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
We'll see. That is the fate. Match ball.
Well, there is a new heavyweight force to be reckoned
alright,
with.
here's the
His
card.
name
The rest
is
of the card.
Curtis
Again,
Razor
I said
Blades.
Chase U will become the new
Congratulations
NXT
to
Tag
Mr.
Team
Blades
Champion.
and his team. Team
Kalani
Elevation.
Jordan fights in her
Huge result
first
for them
defense
here tonight,
against
and a lot of
Solo
people were
Ruka.
wondering what is the ceiling on Curtis
Again,
Blades.
man,
Might be
I
UFC
feel that
heavyweight
this,
champion after what we saw tonight.
I like, from what I've seen, Kalani is a hell of a good performer, and Soul is just, for me, just incredible, for sure. Especially with that finisher, though. That Soul Snatcher, I believe she calls it. But nah, she's just an incredible talent. I hope that she does win the title in the future. Unfortunately, though, I am going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to go Kaylani Jordan, but I definitely do believe that she is the next, probably in the future, North American Women's Champion. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Kaylani Jordan on this one. Number 2. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice. Again, this is hopefully I got it right. Yeah. Anyway, Lola Vice versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. Again, Lola Vice has had a pretty great run in NXT, dominating her opponents, and she had a very big win against Shayna Baszler in the first NXT Underground match. She's definitely shown, especially now that she has potential to become the next champion in general, a future champion, and she's getting her first shot. I believe this is her first shot at the NXT Championship with Roxanne Perez, who's had an incredible NXT Women's Championship run. As a heel, she's done an amazing job. An amazing job. No one can take credit for her work. Yeah, she's put it all out on this reign. But I definitely do think that she will be, again, they are saying that she is going to be on Monday Night Raw. And I do think that after SummerSlam, we are getting Roxanne Perez going into Monday nights. While I believe Lola Vice will become the new NXT Women's Champion, the first Cuban NXT Women's Champion. I definitely do think this is going to be an interesting fight. But if Roxanne Perez wins, they continue her run for a little bit until the end of the year. I will not be mad. But I just have a feeling that we're going to get an upset tonight. And Lola Vice definitely shown that that she has what it takes to become a champion in WWE. Another part for one of the final matches of the card, we're going to go with Oba Femi versus Wesley. Again, Wesley has probably one of the greatest NXT North American champions in a very long time, but he was injured for a while, had to vacate the title. But another man has stepped up from the rising star as well in NXT, the Mountain of NXT. Oba Femi has proven to be a dominating force in the NXT locker room and possibly WWE. He's had incredible bangers for his North American title, and he's just a beast. I love him. I love his fighting, his wrestling work. I love Wesley as well. Again, Wesley has worked his ass off to become a champion and to show why he's one of the best NXT North American champions ever. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. Let me find Nate Diaz. Nate. Where's Nate? Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. And Nate Diaz will be fighting Jorge Masvidal in a boxing match, but instead we are going to make sure we are not going for the world title. Okay. Make sure we get the thing right. All right. There we are. Anyway, so yeah, I think Oba Femi and Wesley is gonna slap. It's gonna slap like that. Yeah, it's just gonna be one hell of a fight for the North American title. However, what do I see winning? Again, I do think that Wesley has potential to be one of the main challengers and the main dude that might knock off Oba Femi to win the North American title. But at the same time, I'm still loving the run of Oba Femi. And with that being said, I feel like Wesley is going to go on to the NXT Championship, and he will be contending for Trick's title eventually, or depending if Trick becomes champion. So I'm going to go with Oba Femi retains the North American title. Yep, it's going to be one hell of a match. The final match of the night. Fatal 4-Way in Toronto, the main event. Trick Williams for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams versus Ego Ethan Page versus Shawn Spears versus Javon Evans. Again, all four men has earned an opportunity at the NXT Championship. Shawn Spears with a victory over Trick in a pretty good match. Ego Ethan Page not beating Javon Evans to contend for this match. Even though also he's been allegedly saying he was never eliminated from the Battle Royal. While Javon Evans beat, or I believe he did beat Ethan Page, I'm not sure, but no, he didn't. While Javon also won the Battle Royal to fight Trick at Heatwave. Again, all turns point to, Trick Williams. I'm gonna start why both of these men have potential to become champions. I'm gonna start with Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears, a veteran in NXT. He went to AEW after he felt WWE released him. Thought he was gonna be treated better, but unfortunately he was for a little while. But after Cody, and after the Pinnacle, MJF's foreign faction, it did not do well. Again, Shawn Spears was left on the shelf, and ever since he's come back to NXT, he's had a better run. He's been valued there a lot. He's on TV most of the time, and he's already in his, I believe, second or first NXT Championship program. Again, he should have won a belt during his perfect 10 days, but it just didn't happen, and he was just pushed to the main roster a bit too soon. So, but he has a chance to reprove himself and, give him redemption for a shot to become NXT champion. For Javon Evans, a rising star in NXT, former DPW world champion, one hell of a high flyer, has proven that, age does not matter. He's going to show that, he deserves to be in the world title scene, in the NXT championship scene, or in any scene in general. He's going to show that at the end of the day. He's going to definitely be one of the breakout stars of this match. And it's definitely going to be really interesting to see what he does. Ego Ethan Page had a hell of a, match with Trick Williams at Battleground in Las Vegas, but he costed himself the opportunity by talking to the ref, and that's how Trick was able to seize his moment and still become champion. However, Ego Ethan Page, a AEW signee, at first he had a pretty interesting run going solo. Then, for some reason, he decides to work with Scorpio Sky after he turned heel. Had a pretty interesting run, but again, were not utilized. With also part of the American Top Team, an MMA group that helps train Bellator and UFC fighters as well, and also one of the places where Jorge Masvidal coached, where Jorge Masvidal was made and born at and promoted for a while. Again, this will be 5 rounds due to it not being a boxing fight, unfortunately. But again, he's had a rough time. He was part of the Hardy family compound, which was a pretty funny faction, and it was definitely probably one of the only best times for Ego Ethan Page, despite a little bit of some of his Man of the Year days with Scorpio Sky. But again, he was just tossed to the shelf like nothing, and he was undervalued in AEW once again. That he asked for his release, he asked for his release, I believe, or they let him go, but I think he asked for his release. Anyway, since then, he comes to WWE, makes one hell of a name by attacking Trick, and has already made a statement by management and in general in my eyes. I've seen Ethan Page for a very long time, since his tag team with The North, aka Josh Alexander, Impact, while they were on TNA. They're the longest reigning tag team champions in history. Of course, the record has been broken now, but they've shown why they were a hell of a team. While we know Ethan Page's, potential for sure, and he has the talking ability, he has the wrestling ability, he has everything it takes to become a main champion, but it was underutilized a lot in AEW. But this could be another another flying knee by Masvidal. Again, this could be another second chance for Ethan Page to show why he belongs in the top picture of any company he's in. Again, funny little story though. Again, these guys were resulting in a decision stoppage. I'm sorry, not a decision. Well, kind of decision, but stoppage. Again, due to the injury.
Gamebred gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Oh, nice.
Anyway, like I was saying, I'm sorry. Like I was saying again, this fight was stopped due to stoppage. They were saying that Nate was uncontrollably bleeding again, but Nate looked fine, but they didn't want to let him continue, so it is what it is again. A lot of people say that his skin cuts easy, so I guess that's why, but we'll see what happens. Again, Jorge won by decision this fight. We'll see if this fight results in a decision again or a knockout. We'll see. But at this point, I don't care who wins. Honestly, I think there's no point in watching it unless if it's a knockout or whatever. But I do think that. However, my picks for this match, I do think that we might see a new champion. So you know what? We're going with the hometown hero of Ethan Page again. Ethan Page and Sean Spears are in their hometown of Canada. So it will be perfect sense if Ethan Page wins the title. Has already made an impact already in NXT in his hometown of Canada. I do think we're gonna see a new NXT champion. However, though, I am gonna decide also for my second pick Trick as well, just in case they don't do that route. But it'll be very interesting to see if they actually go that route with the NXT championship. But I do think they might also want to push Trick just a little bit more before they decide to put him on the main roster. Probably by either the end of the year or by the new year, who knows. But yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a few pay-per-views, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, what a big strike! But yeah, that's the WWE weekend pay-per-views. We did finally see Forbidden Door, and it was a hell of a show. Hell of a show. Definitely Swerve and Will Ospreay has shown why they are, the best in the world, and the fact that Swerve has beaten the best in the world shows that. And everybody sees him why he's the world champion, why WWE failed. Again, it's not to blame Triple H, but this is to blame old and former management of WWE. So it is what it is. But the shocking part of this week was MJF turning heel. The biggest shock was with MJF turning heel against Daniel Garcia after Beach Break, a little special live show. Again, Daniel Garcia fought for the international title against Will Ospreay. Again, they had to make Will Ospreay had to win, especially after losing a big match, Swerve. But yeah, so he won. Daniel Garcia comes out. MJF tries to congratulate him, but in the end, a pat was made, and the low blow shockingly happened. At first, to be honest, I'm shocked that this happened, but because I feel like that they were going to continue it with Adam Cole, but a lot of people have been saying that he's still injured, so I'm like, they're allowing him to take a bump, but still injured at the same time. It was a little confusing. I mean, we haven't heard an update by Adam Cole, not from what I've been acknowledged to, but I guess I'm saying that they're not ready to pull the trigger at Adam Cole, and it's looking like that MJF is returning back to what he is, a scumbag, a true heel that he is, a monster. But it's looking like that this is a chance for Daniel Garcia to not only beat MJF and win in All In, which that'll be the match where it takes place at the biggest stage of All In, but it's going to show that can Daniel Garcia be a big babyface in AEW, or will this just be another fail? But again, we'll see what the story leads up to leading into All In. Again, MJF speaks the very first time since the heel turn at on Collision this Saturday night. Definitely worth watching. I haven't watched Collision in a while. I feel like that the show's happened a little stale lately. I feel like much a little bit more Rampage, but again, Rampage has also been like that as well, where it's been stale. But they're slowly coming back around here and there. Yeah, this is a fight. Dang.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting fight really for sure. Interesting wrestling match heading into All In. Also, yeah, Hangman Adam Page returning a very long time, ever since his loss to the world title match with Samoa Joe and Swerve. He's back in blood. He's coming back to blood against Swerve Strickland again, but he's surprisingly no longer with the Elite though. He's not in the Elite no more, which also, funny thing, the Elite hold the gold right now. The Elite hold the TNT Championship, the Continental Championship, and the Tag Team titles. Again, the Elite are on top. Oh, what a strike by Masvidal. But the question is, though, who will be the new member? It's not Adam Hangman Page no more. It's going to be someone else. The question is, who will it be? Again, the two biggest people in the agency free market right now is none other than Dijak, Dominic Dijakovic. Again, WWE treated him very, very dirty. After, he's still through the bad and everything, yet he was treated like good. Sometimes loyalty and trust and honor gets you so far. Again, sad for him, but I definitely do think I'm happy for him at the same time, because he's going to do some wonders. Definitely do some wonders. Another one is Ricochet, but that Ricochet, I do think that he's going to be signing to AEW for sure, because I definitely think that he's big money enough to go there. But the question is, though, is that he's had a pretty good run in WWE. great run. But at the same time, he's had a lot of moments in WWE. Just moments. No big wins and everything. He won the Intercontinental and U.S. title, but never the world. The only time he challenged the world title was when Brock Lesnar was champion. Again, during the bad times of WWE. And my goodness, Masvidal just knocked down Nate Diaz. Oh my goodness, and Masvidal with a knockout. Masvidal win. A big win against Nate Diaz. Will Nate Diaz, again, both men looking for a big victory tonight, or I think this weekend. Can they secure it? We'll find that out eventually. Oh my God.
This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a
see what happens.
They should all be very proud.
But yeah, it's going to be really interesting that the Elite will be in blood and guts against the team of Mark Briscoe, the Acclaimed, and Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy and Kyle Wright. Again, some people might say this is a random. I think it is. It is a random to me. That's a little disappointing, but I definitely think that the match can slap, considering mostly every one of them has gone through extreme measures to win. Probably except for Okada, but Okada has potential for sure. He did the Iron King doing one hell of a thing.
Fantastic performance by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Alright, we're gonna go to the main event of the night. But yeah, the question is, who will be joining the new Elite, or if not, will they be adding a member of, I think, the Don Callis family in Trent Beretta, which I think will probably be the one to join the Elite for a little special team up with Don Callis to fight Orange Cassidy, and he will be the one to team up with them. Do I think that there'll be another person to join the Elite? I don't know. To be honest, I'm stuck for words to see who will join the Elite, honestly. But I'm interested either way. So far AEW has been pretty good lately, even though I feel like the rest of the other shows like Collision and a little bit of Rampage, but mostly Collision, have not been doing really well as much as I thought it would be. But I definitely do think that starting this weekend is looking to be very interesting with that, and also Hangman Page versus Jay White and the Owen Hart Cup, as the Owen Hart Cup continues. Also with Bryan Danielson defeating Pac in a dream match, in a 2-decade rematch. A long-time former Ring of Honor legends and independent legends in general fighting each other, but again, Bryan Danielson with the big win by roll-up. Okay, here we go. Go with the championships and everything. Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. We'll see what happens in this championship rematch. In this championship fight. Again, Bilal, a rising contender in UFC. I definitely see the potential in him becoming champion. Wow, Leon Edwards, it's just been very great lately with his skills as well. Again, a very dominating champion, but we will see what happens in his, I believe, 4th or 5th defense. I'm not sure. I think this is his 3rd, maybe. Could be wrong. Anyway, again, Britt Baker. I was very shocked to hear what she's been going through, but I'm glad she's doing so much better as she will be taking on Mercedes Moné at All In. Again, this will probably be PMD, aka Britt Baker's biggest match of her career, as fighting arguably one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. She's been up on my conversation for a very long time. A lot of people have been giving her hate as well, saying that she's not. But honestly, people get their opinions at the end of the day. But I mean, at the same time, you cannot just say that she's been, terrible at her anyway. Because a lot of people say that, it's a finisher and all that. Which, okay, in the beginning, maybe she had a little trouble, but eventually she's gotten the hang of it. She's put Stephanie Van Kier over, the former New Japan Openweight Women's Champion. She's put Stephanie Van Kier over. A hell of a way. I honestly think that Stephanie Van Kier out-wrestled Mercedes Moné for sure, 100% on that. But at the end of the day, Mercedes did win the match. And yes, she has done an amazing job as a heel, which is looking like she will be a heel going into this match. Wow, again, I'm glad that is doing so much better. I hope that she, wishing her better, everything. But she'll be good to be able to fight Mercedes Moné at All
I mean, we have seen him
And
do
all
this
it's looking like a
time and
pretty
time again.
big
And
show,
that's
pretty
one of his
interesting
better
big
combinations.
pay-per-view.
I want to
But
see how
you know,
quickly he tries to use that
I'm
high
very,
kick
very
now.
interested to see
I mean,
what
this
this
guy
is gonna bring
has
these next
a
upcoming months,
swagger
heading
about him.
into the rest
He
of the
has
summer.
a confidence about him
So that's where
that
we're at,
allowed him to
the
do what many
beginning of the
thought
summer.
was impossible. But tonight, Leon will have to rely on all of those things in order to keep his
But
championship.
yeah,
He will
who do I
also
think
need to
wins
use
this
the
match? I'm gonna go
wrestling.
with
He
Leon
will
for
also
now,
need
but
to
if Bilal
use
wins,
all of his
I'm not
striking
mad.
in order to
But it'll be very
push
shocking.
back
I
over
think this will be
the
the biggest
physical
shock
challenge
of UFC in a
this
very long
gentleman
time.
competitor.
Yeah, I mean, he seems motivated by the title win. If you look at his physique, I don't know if that's a
But also,
six-pack
it's
or
also
not.
very
It looks
interesting
most
though
likely
too that
he's in the best shape of his
we'll
life
see who Jack
coming in here
Perry's first
tonight.
challenger will be. It's looking like it might be Mike Briscoe, but at the same time, it's also Death Before Dishonor is around the corner, and he's supposed to be defending his world title there. I don't know who against, but it's looking like that. You know, the only confirmed match we've had is Queen Aminata versus Athena, aka Ember Moon. Again, Ember Moon's had one underrated Ring of Honor World title reign, and will be considered as one of the most underrated champions in history of wrestling. In my opinion. I guess she's having a big challenge against Queen Aminata, but I'm so interested to see who will be champions or who will be contenders for the rest of the titles. We have Kyle Fletcher, who I believe lost his title to Atlantis Jr. in a shocking manner. Yes, Atlantis Jr. is the champion. Is the Ring of Honor television champion who defeated, I believe, Kyle Fletcher in a Mexican event, in a Mexico event at CMLL. So that's pretty shocking as well. And for the pure title, we have again Wheeler Yuta coming back from injury. I've missed Wheeler Yuta though. I definitely do think he's a big asset in AEW and in mostly the Blackpool Combat Club. I've honestly missed Yuta. I miss his wrestling, I miss his attitude and everything. And I can't wait to see who he fights next. Also, I'm interested to see who Mike Briscoe will be challenging for the Ring of Honor World title. I'm interested, but we'll see what happens sooner or later if we get more announcements for Ring of Honor. Honestly, let me see if there is more announcements for Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor.
Since he stepped foot in the UFC, but over the last 2 years, his wrestling and his grappling and his pressure game have gone to an entirely different level. As such, he has vaulted into the top 5 in the world.
Oh, and also the Women's World Television Championship, 30 Starks to fight Blood Velvet.
Oh, this could just about do it.
Nice shot there by the champ.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Oh, and again, also the Bang Bang Gang of Jay White, the returning Juice Robinson, and the Gun Brothers, aka the Gun Club. Will be also defending their Ring of Honor 6-man tag team, which I'm very interested in. As well to see who they fight as well. Honestly, we had some interesting matches going into the summer, and we have some also very, we don't know, but we definitely know. Again, very interesting going into the summer. Wrestling, 100%.
Oh man, what a strike from the bottom.
Edwards trying to make some of these
Got the rest of this main event card. Yeah, we're finally done with the predictions.
Side control now. We see a lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off.
Oh yes.
Very good pressure and work here by Edwards.
Sad news, ladies and gentlemen. From the looks of it, Ryan Garcia not be a part of WBC no more. He has been just rejected or expelled from WBC events, boxing events, after he's been having some, he's said some racial slurs and some, I guess political stuff as well, and just some weird stuff in general. And I was shocked to hear it. I was very shocked, defending that I was a fan of this man. But honestly, at this point, I can't defend it. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Mexicans have been hearing that, they've been the most racist. What I've seen out of all the Spanish races, I mean, anybody can be racist, but, it was very shocking to, hear what he said and stuff. But, yeah, it was pretty shocking. And yeah, I don't support it no more. At this point, I am guessing that at this point they were right. Devin Haney was right, and the team of the people that do not like Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna agree with y'all. Y'all were right. Y'all were right. I definitely do think that Ryan Garcia's career in boxing could be done for. And though they're saying that he's apologized, but at this point, a lot of people have been saying that he's needed help, he's been taking drugs, and at this point, I'm starting to believe them now. I thought he was doing this thing with the clown and everything, which he did with Devin Haney. But I'm guessing that this is true after what the bullshit that he said. With
he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive.
The racist shit and all that.
Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy.
At this point, he's done. Boxing in general. And I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked if they do remove him from Undisputed, since this whole thing has happened.
Oh, and a nice counter there with the hook after
you were right, people. You were right.
Starting to do some really significant damage.
Yes, Ryan Garcia is taking drugs after all. I mean, I don't know why, what's going on in his personal life, but if it is sad, it is what it is. It is sad for him, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse what you said and what you did. Obviously, so. And good riddance at this point. Sad, because he had so much potential to be a champion. A big champion. Face of boxing in general. But it is what it is. I have nothing else to say regarding him. But yeah. Again, regarding boxing news as well, we also have the rematch between Usyk and Tyson Fury at the end of the year as well for the world title. I don't know where it's going to be. I believe it's going to be in Saudi once again. The rematch. I definitely hope that Tyson Fury will not have any excuses this time, but I do think that he did make an excuse for his loss. It was pretty even going to the middle end, but during the close rounds, I definitely do think that Usyk was lagging him out, and he was close to knocking him out, or going into a TKO.
And now he is taking control of this second round.
Excuse me. Oh God, those big things.
Not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away, and you see it in the swelling.
Honestly, at this point, it's over for Ryan Garcia. No fake apology, well safe.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
He's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Muhammad.
Getting him out here.
Muhammad's in half guard. All right, he's got side control here, DC. He's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Edwards is able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Yeah, I'm realizing this is a technical warfare.
He grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Edwards is trying to lock up on a submission now.
Oh, it's getting very, very deep.
All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Yeah, nice.
All right, no telestrator for the champ tonight, but that's okay. He'll still talk you through the replays. Body kicks for days, man.
I mean, body kicks for days, but I got to be honest, John. If we don't incorporate a telestrator into this game, this may be my only version of EA UFC.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, that is exactly how you turn defense into offense. Catches the kick and dumps him on the mat.
What a great job timing that kick, driving into his opponent and putting him on his back. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack him.
Constantly a moving target. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Muhammad's in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, feet on the hips here.
I know we're doing UFC 304 early, but yeah, I just had to do this review. Sadly, due to WWE's messed up servers. But honestly, you know, I might as well do a WWE review. So honestly, with WWE, it's simply the because I play online a lot, especially the leagues. Online servers suck. Simple as that. I haven't touched 2K ever since. After last time, especially now, because I mean it's way broken than it was now. Honestly, I think it might be close to 2K20's level. Honestly, it's gotten to that point. I definitely do think that 2K eventually fixed their servers up eventually. Honestly, I think this might be worse than the online wise. Probably might be worse than 20 in my opinion. That's sad to say. That is just sad to say. I feel that it's gotten that serious. It's gotten that serious. And WWE needs to... WWE, if you're watching this, or 2K games, whatever, fix your freaking games. I'm getting tired of having to be kicked out of the lobby. I'm getting tired of y'all not communicating to us at all. There's no point in playing your games if we're not going to be able to play it, especially online players. Like, you guys need to do better at your job. You want us to get the next game? How are we going to get the next game? You can't even fix one simple thing. Servers. Your online servers. Now AI's not even working? Come on. This game has been out for almost 3 to 4 months already. Months. This game has been out. And you have yet to do anything? You have yet to fix these servers? You guys have had plenty of time to do it, and it still ain't done.
Alright, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of
need to do better.
That really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the
Alright, going to round 4, I believe.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Alright, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Alright, so here we go with our 4th round of a
it's just gotten stupid, bro. And already UFC, not UFC. 2K25 is coming out, and you're not even fixing your current server. You're not even focusing. You should not even be planning ahead at the moment. I mean, though you should be, but you should not even be planning ahead. You can't even get your right now servers working. I don't get this. Months. Months. I've had plenty of time. Yet it fails.
Nice strike from the bottom fighter there.
Again, guys, hopefully we'll be able to get undisputed boxing by the end of the year. Hopefully these WWE servers will be fixed eventually by the end of the next July. By the end of the month, hopefully. By the middle of the month. Maybe, nope, end of the month, yeah. By the end of the month, hopefully. But honestly, it's looking quite hopeless at the moment.
Well, that combination is going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Bilal Muhammad.
Big right hook there by the champ. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Yep, gotta be very.
Oh,
Huge elbow.
finally a shot by Muhammad.
Brutalized him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
And then we're in the end of the we're nearing the end of the fourth round.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Yeah, this is straight. Again, this has been a full ground affair. Like,
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good
full
measure.
ground.
A lot of top pressure being
Ground
applied here as he
ground.
works out of side control.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
30 seconds to go in the round.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Right hook to the head block.
oh, Muhammad is stunned. Muhammad is stunned leading into the final round. Yeah, man, Muhammad looked like he gotta be done in the fourth round.
Before the end of the round, so now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize 60 seconds and keep his head
Watch
in the
this.
fight.
I think this is it.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out.
The fifth and final round.
Fifth and final round. Right on the button. All right, going for a single leg takedown.
Once again, the
here.
ground
That
is too dominating.
Takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Nicely done. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Bilal Muhammad.
Leon finally gets out.
Lands a nice
He gets
jab
out of the
there.
ground.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an
Edwards is
up-and-coming
stunned.
fighter about throwing
Thank
volume
you.
strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this
I mean,
guy
it's a
tonight.
master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination.
Back up.
Nice
Oh,
leverage.
another ground takedown.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Muhammad's got him in a crucifix. Going to work
Oh,
from the top
God.
now.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks
Trying to go for the submission.
Trying to finish his technique.
Oh, that's got
Oh, no, Leon breaks out of there.
Did he escape that submission?
Edwards
Leon
gets
gets
back
out
up.
of there.
All right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission.
Yeah, you gotta just go. You gotta start throwing things at the wall and hope
Strike.
something sticks.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. He missed with that jab attempt there. Nice.
It's blocked by Leon.
Nicely done. Muhammad's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. 1 minute to go in the fight.
He passes the half. Nice.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Submission once again.
Have that submission locked in.
Oh, but Leon gets out.
Here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got
Think
the
about
side
it.
now. You gotta be kidding me. He's out. And right into side control.
Great shot from the top position.
Once again, this ends the fight. With Leon dominating on the
The
ground.
official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed
Wow.
UFC
I'm actually a little shocked at this one, considering the prediction. But he was my pick to win. So, will Leon Edwards retain his title, or will we see a new champion on UFC 304? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to continue and subscribe. Thank you again.